The Cleveland Cavaliers delivered a commanding and polished performance as they cruised past the Toronto Raptors with a convincing 114-102 victory in a game that showcased discipline, offensive efficiency, and a clear difference in execution between the two sides. From the opening tip-off, Cleveland set the tone with an aggressive yet controlled approach, moving the ball fluidly and capitalizing on early scoring opportunities, while Toronto struggled to establish rhythm on both ends of the court. The Cavaliers' ability to dictate pace became evident within the first quarter, as their transition play and perimeter shooting forced the Raptors into uncomfortable defensive rotations, leading to open looks and high-percentage scoring chances. Cleveland's offense flowed seamlessly, with players contributing across the board, reflecting a cohesive system that emphasized teamwork over isolation. And it was this balanced attack that gradually built a lead Toronto found difficult to overcome. As the game progressed into the second quarter, the Cavaliers continued to apply pressure, extending their advantage through a combination of sharp outside shooting and strong interior presence. Their defensive intensity also played a crucial role, as they disrupted Toronto's offensive sets, forcing turnovers and converting them into fast break points. The Raptors, known for their resilience, attempted to respond with increased physicality and tempo, but Cleveland's composure under pressure neutralized these efforts. Toronto's offense appeared fragmented at times, with missed opportunities and inconsistent shot selection preventing them from mounting a sustained comeback. Meanwhile, Cleveland capitalized on nearly every lapse, demonstrating a level of efficiency that underscored their dominance throughout the half. By halftime, the Cavaliers had established a comfortable lead, not only on the scoreboard but also in momentum and confidence. Coming out of the break, the Raptors showed renewed determination, briefly narrowing the gap with a more aggressive offensive push. Their defensive adjustments began to yield results, limiting Cleveland's easy baskets and forcing them into tougher shots. However, each time Toronto threatened to shift the momentum, the Cavaliers responded with timely scoring and disciplined play. Whether it was a clutch three-pointer, a well-executed pick-and-roll, or a defensive stop at a critical moment, Cleveland consistently found ways to maintain control. This ability to answer challenges highlighted their maturity and tactical awareness, qualities that have become increasingly evident in their recent performances. The third quarter ultimately proved to be a pivotal stretch, as Cleveland weathered Toronto's surge and reasserted their dominance with a decisive run. Their offensive execution reached another level, with crisp ball movement creating mismatches and open lanes to the basket. At the same time, their defense tightened, limiting the Raptors' scoring opportunities and forcing contested shots. Toronto's frustration began to show as missed chances and turnovers continued to hamper their efforts, while Cleveland's confidence grew with each successful possession. By the end of the quarter, the Cavaliers had effectively regained full control of the game, setting the stage for a composed finish. In the final quarter, the Cavaliers focused on maintaining their lead rather than extending it recklessly, demonstrating strategic discipline and game management. They slowed the pace when necessary, prioritized high-percentage shots, and ensured that Toronto had little room to mount a late comeback. The Raptors continued to fight, displaying determination and flashes of offensive brilliance, but the gap proved too large to close. Cleveland's defensive consistency and ability to execute in crucial moments ensured that the outcome was never seriously in doubt. As the final buzzer sounded, the 114-102 scoreline reflected not just a victory, but a comprehensive performance that highlighted Cleveland's strengths across multiple facets of the game. One of the defining aspects of the Cavaliers' success in this matchup was their balanced scoring distribution. Rather than relying on a single standout performer, Cleveland saw contributions from multiple players, each stepping up at different moments to keep the offense dynamic and unpredictable. This collective effort made it difficult for Toronto to focus their defensive strategy on any one individual, ultimately leading to breakdowns that Cleveland exploited effectively. Additionally, the Cavaliers' efficiency from beyond the arc played a significant role, as their ability to stretch the floor opened up driving lanes and created spacing that disrupted Toronto's defensive schemes. Defensively, Cleveland showcased a disciplined and cohesive approach, effectively limiting Toronto's key scoring options while maintaining strong perimeter coverage. Their communication and rotations were particularly impressive, as they consistently closed out on shooters and contested shots without fouling excessively. This defensive stability not only prevented the Raptors from gaining momentum but also created opportunities for Cleveland to transition quickly into offense. The Cavaliers' ability to balance defensive intensity with offensive efficiency was a key factor in their overall dominance. For the Raptors, the game served as a reminder of the challenges they face when consistency falters. Despite moments of promise and determination, their inability to sustain momentum and execute effectively under pressure ultimately proved costly. Missed shots, turnovers, and defensive lapses combined to create a gap that was difficult to overcome, even as they showed flashes of their potential. While there were positive takeaways in terms of effort and resilience, the loss highlighted areas that require improvement, particularly in maintaining composure and execution against well-organized opponents. The matchup also underscored the contrasting trajectories of the two teams at this stage of the season. Cleveland's performance reflected a team growing in confidence and cohesion, with a clear identity and a commitment to playing disciplined, team-oriented basketball. Their ability to control the game from start to finish demonstrated not only their talent but also their understanding of how to execute a game plan effectively. On the other hand, Toronto's struggles pointed to inconsistencies that can hinder their progress, emphasizing the importance of refining their approach and addressing key weaknesses.